On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. Going to get the criminals out.
Stocks plunging down, down, down. The Nasdaq's getting crushed. Small caps are getting crushed.
This is a shock to the system.
It is ugly out there. Worse than worst case scenario.
Stocks are getting slashed and burned. $2.5 trillion vaporized.
It is estimated that the average American family will pay more than $5,000 out of their pocket to pay for these tariffs.
We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have.
President Trump just approved a 125% tariff on goods coming from China. At least, that's where I think it's at right now. These tariff increases are happening so rapidly that another increase could happen by the time I post this video. But we're going to talk about what this huge tariff increase means for your wallet. And that's just the beginning. If you think 2024 was chaotic, 2025 is shaping up to flip everything upside down. Deportation plans, economic changes, and military force on US soil? Let's talk about what's really going on. I'm Sean Dunks, and I know I've been missing off the scene for a while, but I was busy raising my 2 kids. I have 2 boys now, one 3 and one 10 months. But so much is happening currently, and I'm back to tell you all about it. Now, I cannot not ask, knowing that it helps if I do. So please, hit like on the video, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel way more than you know, and in return, I'll keep bringing you these interesting updates. And I'll even consider your suggestions in the comment section for my next video. Alright, let's dive into the update.
There's been a lot of talk about whether or not Trump is going to be targeting lawful permanent residents. Then, without warning, she and several others were told that they would not be allowed back into the United States. ICE then collected $200 from each person and put them back on a plane. No explanation, no hearing, just deported.
Stocks plunging down, down, down. The Nasdaq's getting crushed. Small caps are getting crushed.
This is a shock to the system.
It is ugly out there. Worse than worst case scenario.
Stocks are getting slashed and burned. $2.5 trillion vaporized.
It is estimated that the average American family will pay more than $5,000 out of their pocket to pay for these tariffs.
If you've been scrolling social media, or you've seen the headlines, you've probably seen these phrases trending. Trump deportation plan 2025, tariffs at 125%, and just in the past few weeks, he doubled down on using military personnel to assist with immigration enforcement. He vowed to deport millions in his first year, and he pushed for aggressive tariffs that are already impacting global trade.
Breaking overnight, tariffs on China could jump as high as 245%. A White House fact sheet on Wednesday says the new hike is in response to China's retaliatory tariff of 125%. China has said it would not increase tariffs again, even if the United States does, posting this morning, quote, China remains committed to joining hands, not throwing punches. President Trump also hinting that phones and electronics may not be exempt from tariffs after all. Small imports will also be tariffed starting May 2nd, the president closing a loophole that had allowed imports less than $800 to be tariff exempt.
Whether you agree with him or not, one thing is for sure. If these plans go through, they'll affect millions of people. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about these 125% tariffs. Trump says that they're meant to protect the American job, but in reality, this could mean a massive spike in costs of everyday items. Think about it. The price of an iPhone could increase by $400 or even more. Sneakers might cost double, and grocery store prices could rise sharply. But this isn't just about luxury items. It's about inflation hitting your wallet. And guess what? These big companies aren't gonna just eat up these additional costs. They'll pass them down to you, the consumer. Now let's talk about the mass deportation plan. Trump's not just expanding ICE, he's calling in military assistance to conduct raids, targeting millions in his first year. This won't just hit undocumented immigrants. Longtime residents with minor infractions, even from decades ago, might be swept up as well. That includes folks with jobs, homes, families, and even roots in their communities. And here's the most chilling part. There are serious talks about building large-scale detention camps for those awaiting removal. Sounds like something from a dystopian novel? Well, it's reportedly being drafted and considered by federal agencies right now. Civil rights groups are already raising red flags.
U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday ordered the expansion of a migrant detention facility at Guantanamo Bay.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo. This will double our capacity immediately, right? And tough. That's a tough place to get out of.
All of this isn't just about politics. It's about people. Immigrants who've been in the US for 10, 20, maybe even 30 years. Children who know no other home. Entrepreneurs, frontline workers, taxpayers. Imagine being told you've got 30 days to pack up and leave after decades of building a life in America. These tariffs and economic changes won't just hit the rich. They'll crush the middle class and the working poor. Rent will rise, jobs could shift overseas, and families might get separated overnight. It's a ripple effect, and once it starts, it spreads everywhere. You don't have to be undocumented to feel this. If your job depends on imports, or your neighborhood relies on small businesses, or you just care about civil liberties, this affects you. So what can you do? First, stay informed. Follow what's happening. Don't just scroll past the headlines. Dig deeper so you can really understand what's happening. Join newsletters, set alerts, watch creators who break things down into plain language. People like myself. Next, get your paperwork in order, especially if you or someone you know might be vulnerable. Talk to an immigration attorney. Make sure your ID, residency info, or asylum case is updated. Have a backup plan, and know your rights in case of a raid. Financially, now is the time to get lean. Rework your budget, cancel things you don't need like Netflix and Hulu, stack emergency savings, and if you've been thinking about investing in property or land, maybe even in your home country, start that conversation. It's not about abandoning ship. It's about having options. This channel isn't just about breaking news. It's about breaking things down. Tariffs, deportation, ICE raids. I'll explain how these things work, and more importantly, how they affect you. I know a lot of you might get in the comments and try to argue, but we're not here to argue politics. We're here to be prepared. I want this to be a space where people come to get clarity, not confusion. You know what? Drop a comment. What do you think about Trump's latest moves? Are you worried or are you hopeful? I want to hear from you. I'll be reading and replying to as much of the comments as possible. And I'm thinking about starting a weekly Q&A soon. So if you've got questions, ask, and I'll dig into it. Trump's return could really reshape America. But it's up to us to stay ready, stay sharp, and stay connected. I'll be dropping 2 to 3 videos each week, keeping you informed and empowered. And soon, we'll go even deeper, talking about how to build financial security, invest wisely, and create a plan no matter what comes. This is more than politics. It's about survival and success. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a good time to do so. This is Sean Dunks, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.